Start talking about the trip, how it all came about. I was on the road for another trip and Alliance had called to ask if I wanted to be a part of something that they were doing in a couple months. And when it was described, I was into it immediately. Getting the opportunity to travel across the country and go from Orlando to San Diego and get to ride with some riders that I'd never gotten the chance to hang out with and learn from them and just the way that they viewed the sport. And it was a pretty cool opportunity, even just to think about what was going to happen.
Basically, when I signed up for this trip, we were just cruising across the country and I thought it was a cool lineup of riders, so just thought it would be a good opportunity to kind of get some other influences on my riding. Watching Ben and Collin ride is pretty inspiring.
The plan was to leave Orlando and end up in San Diego, and that's about it. That was really the only plan. So then we just kind of let the road tell the story and just ask each other what we wanted to do and where we wanted to hit.
beginning of the summer, beginning of the season, and I was just pumped to get to drive across the country. I've never lived in this country for 24 years and never driven across it, so that in itself was a really good experience, but probably the best experience was just friendships actually grew out of this thing, so it's a really positive thing. It's good.
So this is my first trip, first time ever meeting or hanging out with Benny G, basically. You know, a couple times we've walked by, so I just kind of said hi. But Ben Greenwood, the man, the myth, you know, Benny G, Alliance Rider of the Year. It was awesome, dude. I mean, I finally got to hang out with him. I mean, usually I know almost everybody in the sport. I've hung out with him at some point. And this guy was just like this mystery to me, but it was really cool to hang out with him. He's got a solid head. He's one of the nicest guys I've met in our sport. And he's just like super into his riding. You know, he wants to get everything done and, you know, make sure his riding is portrayed the way he wants it.
Collin's pretty much the spin master, just definitely not trying to prove anything to anyone. He's got his own deal going on and just has super killer riding style, you know, really mixes it up, does stuff different than everyone else, so it's pretty fun to watch him and get ideas and just really, you know, get motivation from his riding for sure, just because he does everything so different than you ever see it. So definitely a fun guy to watch, fun guy to have on the trip, super chill guy, and me and Collin go way back to our double up days, so we're pretty tight like that. But yeah, OG, Collin, right?
Well, we got Jords on the trip, the young buck, the 19-year-old, aka Jorge. He's just, our little jumping bean. The guy is just totally just high on life, just jumping off the walls, just ready to go. I mean, he's so amped out that like the cameras will be setting up, like they're trying to get their tapes ready, and Jords is already out on the lake, just riding around, taking his run. Doesn't really care that no one's filming him, you know, for the movie that we're on the trip to film, and the TV shows, and you know, oh well, Jords just goes and takes his run, does his thing, you know, comes back, you tell him to go back out there, he's like, oh, no problem, I mean, it's just a good little monkey. Just go out, do your tricks, monkey, go, go, go.
Something changed outside your world. All your secrets moving on a train without a word. All the cars just keep on driving, moving fast across the city highway while inside it I was waiting for you. I was looking with a hopeless side. You were waiting for me. Yes, you were smiling with open eyes. All these buildings screaming, open doors, they stay awake. All the days deceiving, all the nighttime that you keep. Still you never saw me looking. All the days I'd sit and wait for something in your eyes, but I was waiting for you. I was looking with a hopeless side. You were waiting for me. Yes, you were smiling with open eyes. I was waiting for you. I was looking with a hopeless side. You were waiting for me. Yes, you were smiling with open eyes. Mean nothing to me when the sun inside your smile is all that I could see.
hung out with Aaron a lot, and I know him pretty good, but this guy was just pretty crazy this trip, man. He's a rad guy. I don't know what else to say. He's cool.
Take me out to dinner. You wanna bury me under a mound of shopping bags. Like it really make a difference or make up for your disinterest. I'm a bill you pay, I'm a contract you can't break. And it's like I'm underwater or on an endless escalator. I just go up and up, but I don't ever reach the top. Just like the Bible, 20 centuries of scandal. Yet all depends on how you interpret it. So what is love? So what is love? The words of damage, 'cause that's what I am. A lifetime gets chopped up to an experience. Coincidence, we're chained to the events. That's it.
I'd only seen Danny ride in person once, so I was kind of excited that he was coming on this trip. It's just, I don't know, I guess I've looked up to him as, when I used to wakeboard, I used to look up to him as a little kid. Like, he's younger than me, but it's kind of crazy. He's so consistent and so good at everything he does. Like, all the videos I've seen of him riding, like, he makes it look that good all the time. It's crazy. And he's just probably one of the easiest people ever to get along with. Just kind of goes with the flow all the time. It's cool.
Feeling the rush, my heart palpitates to the beat while I step to the stage in the days ready release, letting loose this old hands grip tight on the microphone. Whether it's right or wrong, I'm ready to get it on, gone into the innermost chamber of love. The music's a drug, it's keeping my heart from getting numb. Living, walking and talking, singing, hoping that Lord willing, children under the sun dance to the sky spinning, missing a note never, tougher than good leather. We gonna rock it steady, the sound is so clever. Together, tight knit to the sweater. While I end, you begin, let's live forever. But I chronicle my death foretold, running myself down till I reach my goal. Cause only heaven knows when I'm going to stop. Maybe it's just when my body drops. My body drops. From the blocks that you lurking on to these songs I'm working on. A yin-yang theory came like light was shown up on exhibit A, the have-not. We all hustling to get cash. I'm hoping this might strike a jackpot of wisdom to the globe. Piercing their loads with jewels real heavy yet steady when you rock it. Love for my B-girl, I'm coming out the pocket. Captivated by life created on paper. I born with the off on that sworn to escape the narrow gates of hate to conquer man's nature. Man in the mirror still shy till I face ya. Head high, hold ground, and speeches my major supreme rhyme graduate. Got pens to stab you with poetic sketches of pain that rain thoughts immaculate. I chronicled my life foretold. I grasp my path with this pen I scroll. See, only God knows what the future holds. But still I take cover cause this world is cold. This world is cold. I chronicled my life foretold. I grasp my path with this pen I scroll. See, only God knows what the future holds. Man, I take cover cause this world is cold. Yo, this world is cold. Between the lines, I write my heart swiftly. So turn another page, I rage until I'm empty. I'm simply the best, caress words so gently. It's paragraphs, I laugh, last lines I'm ending. Beginning of the end, I touch streets with meaning. Awake but in the days, so maybe I'm still dreaming. Being. God knows what the future holds, but still I take cover cause this world is cold. This world is cold. I chronicle my life foretold. I grasp my path with this pen I scroll. See, only God knows what the future holds. Man, I take cover cause this world is cold. Yo, this world is cold.
as you long for intuition, as you have to learn the lesson twice. You'll no longer be kissed and kind as you long for intuition, as you have to say the password twice. Have you ever been all messed up? Have you ever? Have you ever been all messed up? Have you You're the pin card, you're the lifeguard, you're the information guide. The things look much bigger on your knees. Mr. Signal, Mr. Signpost, lose the access to it all. And all of a sudden, you are one with the freaks. Have you ever been all messed up? Have you ever? Have you ever been all messed up? Have you ever? Have you ever been all messed up? Have you ever? Have you ever been all messed up? Have you ever?
Wow, 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 wow.